Hello, hello, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to yet another pick a card reading here on the channel. If you're new, hi, my name is ADIE and I will be your tarot reader today. All right. First, I want to mention before I say anything else. Well, let me first say today's video is going to be the tea. What's the tea on you? We're going to dive deep into what's the gossip. What are people gossiping about you? What are they chattering about? The tea on you. So most of this stuff is going to be like real. It's going to be gossipy, but it's going to be like real shit. There's not going to be any lies. Okay? Now, I want to say to my beautiful loves, you guys, I am so grateful for all of you guys. I forgot to say that in the video last week. I wanted to tell you guys that I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful for all of you guys, for all the love that you guys give me. You know, I mentioned that I was quitting tarot and I got so much love, so much support. Now, I didn't mean I'm quitting tarot for good, like I won't be up here giving you guys the juice, you know. I didn't mean that. I meant I'm not doing any more client work. I'm diving into collective work, okay, group collective work. I've created a community for us, okay. I keep getting interrupted, but I created a community for us, a coven, because it's magical, okay. We getting into our magic. We are tapping into our glamour, our beauty magic, our sex magic, our cards. I have the tarot course over there and the glamour course is over there. The glamour beauty sex magic course is over there. But you know, I love to come with the collective candle rituals. And so we're doing that over there in the community space. And I'm just so excited. This month's book is The Artist's Way. So if you do want to join the community without, like, you know, something that's free, try the book club. It's free to download Fable and to join the book club. Magically Meta is our book club, and we're starting a new book in November, The Artist's Way. Now, I'm taking the girls, the coven, through a transmutation journey. So beginning this November 1st, we're diving into ancestral work. You know, just real quick, because as we are generating, letting go and generating and working through our divine magic, studying things here, studying things there, it is really important to be locked in with our spiritual team. So November 1st, we're diving into ancestral work. And then on November 8th is the releasing ritual. Okay, we're going to get into our magic. We're going to light our candle. We're going to get into some ritual, okay, on releasing energy that no longer serves us. The fall, the autumn, this energy is about letting go of things, okay? Letting go of the weight, letting go of what's hindering us. So this ritual is all about that. Now, if you want to be a part of this ritual, you have to join the coven, okay? You have to join my private community in order to get on with this. So when you join the coven, when you join the community, you are automatically in every single ritual that I do. Okay. You guys know I was doing rituals all last year. Okay. So if you want to be, there's no like paying. Once you join the community, that is your offering to the candle. Okay. And I'm not yet doing that separately. I'm just going to keep it with the coven for now. Maybe I'll make separate listings. I'm not really feeling Stan Store anymore. I'm just sticking to Mighty Networks, which is where the community is built. And so if you join, you are automatically added to all the rituals. We're going to get into monthly moon rituals soon next year. So, yeah, so we have a few rituals that are happening in November. One is the candle, then there's another one right after that. It's centered around letting go of unwanted weight, releasing trauma, releasing people, certain relationships, letting go, releasing it, removing this energy from our energetic field so that we can, you know, have more space to cultivate and build, okay? So that we can elevate. So like I said, I'm taking the girls through this journey of transmutation. We got to let go of stuff. We got to let go of the heavy weight, right? That is kind of anchoring us in this timeline where we've kind of outgrown, right? So we got to let go. And then we'll be getting into cleansing. I have a hoodoo cleanse that's coming up. Now, all of these rituals, they're only for the coven. Okay, so they won't be available. I will not be coming up on here on YouTube. To do it, you have to join the coven. So you can join, see what else is there. There's a lot, you know, in the community space, in the coven. I want to have it, you have to have an education there. So I have the glamour, beauty, and sex magic course there. So if you want to learn glamour, beauty, or sex magic, the course is there. Now you can also get the course separately if you want to. If you don't want to be a part of the community, but you want to be a part of House of Glamours, which is my school, my glamour school, you can join that way too. You'll have very limited access to the community, okay? Part with all the other stuff. You know, I'm posting all of my rituals there. All of my ebooks are in the coven. There's also the Tarot, Divine Tarot Academy, where I teach girls how to read cards, to channel, to tap into their psychic abilities. Okay, so there's also that part that's there. There's also the candle magic workshop where I teach you guys how to manifest with candle magic. Okay, elevate your life with candle magic. Those pieces are part of the educational, and that will grow. The educational space of the coven, that's going to grow, because I love creating these resources for you guys. And you can purchase those things separately as well. But if you want a more affordable way to kind of like learn and be a part of a community, you can join the coven. All of that is there. So when you join, you have access to all of those resources, all of my work that I've done. You have access to all of that. And access to all of the community rituals, practices. You know, we have a challenge that's coming up in the winter. That is when we start to really get into the transmutation energy. So I don't want to ramble on, but I'm really passionate and excited about this stuff. I've been really wanting, you know, I've been talking to you guys about creating a coven or like a community space for a long time, but I couldn't find the time and energy. I had a lot of stuff going on, had to let go of some, you know, dead weight, and I had to let go of the stuff that was like really burning me out, which was the, you know, tarot readings, the one-on-one work, okay? Which I will be doing one-on-one work only with people that are in my coven. Only my coven members, they will get tarot readings from me. Okay, pick a card readings are staying here. I love pick a card readings, but I do want to say that I am just so grateful, and I love you guys. Thank you for all the support that you guys give me, all the love. I just love you guys so much. But yes, I'm back. You guys are like, ADIE, I love you. I'm back. You're back. Like, I'm just like, okay, I know I took a little break, but I wasn't going anywhere, you guys. Okay, I can't leave you guys. One person was like, she can't be done with us. No, I'm never going to be done with you guys. I love you guys so much, you know, and I love pick-a-cards. When I started doing pick-a-card readings, like I love reading cards in general. And when I got into pick-a-cards, I fell in love. I just love it. It's so entertaining, it's fun, and it's community work. I'm giving back to the community. And I'm just really excited about the coven. I'm just so excited about it. You know, I have so much stuff planned, but we're starting in November. Okay. So check out the coven if you want to invest, and it's a small investment in your spirituality, okay, and your elevation and your magnetism. I have a lot over there. Okay, so let's dive into this. Is there anything else? Follow me on social media, okay? Because I'm working my way through these different, oh my Jesus, motherfucker. These motherfuckers. It was my son telling me he's cold. He's so cold. I'm loving the weather change, you guys. I'm really loving the weather change. really excited. What was I going to, is there anything else I need to say to you guys? Follow me on social media. I'm making my way through these other platforms. I guess I have been really taking a break. I've been locking in, building, you know, the coven. So, but I'm gonna stay. I'm here. You can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me. I know bitches are like, yes, she's gone. This bitch is gone into hiding. No, bitch, you can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me. What is it gonna take to get rid of this bitch? Nothing, bitch. I ain't going nowhere. That's the kind of vibe that I'm on. So, you know, I'm always here for you guys. I love you. Let's get into this reading. Okay. I'm gonna have to film another intro because I'm trying to be like, let's get to this. I don't know what. I be rambling, you guys. I be rambling. Let's get to this video. All right, my loves, let's tap in to what's the tea on you, what's the gossip. Okay, we have 3 readings here for the selection. Number 1, we have the Wicked Witch of the West on her broom. Okay. Number 2, we got this baddie slashing up, you know, the dead, the zombies out there. And number 3, we have the Sleeping Beauty. All right, so go ahead and choose your reading, and I'll see you at your reading. All right, reading number 1. Let's find out, what is the tea on you? What are people gossiping about? What are people saying? Remember, these are going to be true things that they can see or they have come to know and understand. Okay, so you guys are the ones that have picked this green witch, the Wicked Witch of the West. Okay, so you might be from the West Coast, live on the West Coast. That could be the tea that you moved, you're in the West. But what I'm really feeling about this is that, you know, there could be like a witchy element to you. The tea is, though, that you've taken flight. You're in the sky. And the Wicked Witch of the West, she don't fucking play. She's out for fucking revenge. She's angry. So this is the tease, that you're angry. You're out for blood. You're ready to, like, you know, take somebody down. The thing also is that you have like these flying monkeys with you. So you might have like a strong support team. You might have a lot of people, a cult following, a lot of people around you, friends, family that support you, support this mission. Understand it, you know, understand why you're like angry, understand why you're like out to get revenge possibly, or just like take what's yours, right? Because the shoes in that movie, The Wizard of Oz, if like she wanted those shoes, it was supposed to be hers, right? So there's the tea on you is that something could have been taken from you, or that you were meant to have, and you're just out to get it and more. Like you're ready to take everything and take everybody down that either took something, betrayed you. That's the tea, right? And also I'm hearing demons when I'm hearing the word flying monkeys. So yes, you might have friends, family around you, right? Supporting you, understanding you. You might even have like a following of some sort. Like, you know, if you're being attacked, people would support you, protect you, right? But there is this energy, like the tea is that you're protected. You're divinely protected. I'm also hearing that song, Divinely Protected by Lava. Okay, the artist named Lava. I think her name is Lava or Lava Goddess. Divinely protected. And she's like, don't you know I got these goons and these goblins? Like, it's not just angelic energy over here. It's not just all, you know, peace and light and positivity. There's a lot of darkness. I have, you know, these goons and these goblins that protect me. So people have come to know the truth is that you're very heavily covered and protected and surrounded, and you are in complete control. Like you're able to kind of like tell your guides like what's up. They're able to direct you, guide you. They'll go out and do some of the work for you, you know. And so there's this energy that you are very protected, but you're on a mission, you're on flight, okay? And you're up in the sky, and there's this fear. There is like a fear surrounding you right now when people are looking in on what you're doing. But it's also, I'm hearing like it's fascinating, right? So let's see, what is the tea on you? What are people gossiping about, running to each other to talk about when it comes to you? Okay, so we have nature again, taking flight, giving Cardi B energy with the crows. This is the birds here. Okay, yeah, very hungry. Dinner. Okay, yeah, you're ready to eat. You're ready to eat. Okay. And so we have the nature, like there's something that has changed in your nature. There's something that has changed in the nature about you is completely different, you know, and they can't really get away. You know, this is really they can't get away from noticing how different you are. It's almost like there's been a switch. People are saying there's a switch that has been switched on. Okay, so something could have been off. You could have been off. You could have been like, you know, I'm seeing like a dark room, or like nobody could see what was going on. You weren't letting people see you or see what was going on with you. You weren't letting people know what was going on with you. But now there's this energy, it's like you're on flight, and you know, with these crows, there's trickery here. There's magic. There's occult knowledge here. Crows represent trickery, you know, and so there's this element of people feeling like you tricked them. You tricked them. And it's almost like there's this energy of like having a master plan, right? It's like you've had a master plan. People might have thought that it was going to be some kind of like other situation. They thought wrong. That's what I'm hearing. They thought wrong, and they almost feel tricked. You know, the thing is, it's like people feel like if you go dark, they feel like maybe something is wrong. There could be things that you're processing in the dark, but the thing is, this wicked witch of the West, she ain't scared of the dark. You got goons and goblins. That's truth that people are gossiping about, that you could be, you know, like you're not scared of the dark. And when you're there, it's not anything wrong. Even if there was something wrong, you're in there doing something. You went to the lab. Okay, you have a secret formula. You're just not crying in the dark and doing nothing. You're actually like, you've always had a plan. That's the thing. I'm getting like mastermind, master plan here with these two cards. We have trap. So your nature has changed. You are kind of like glowing up. I feel like there's a glow up here, but it's like there's a dark feminine with these crows, and I'm seeing Cardi B, and just like you want them dead, you know? I'm hearing like, I want them dead. I want their heads, you know? And I'm also hearing, she's like, you know, people always say that I'm always like, what does she say? I'm tweaking, but I don't be tweaking enough. Like, you be talking shit and you guys will be eating up, like, right? People, this is the thing with this dinner, guys. She's like, you know, people be saying lies about me, and y'all just be eating it up, you know? But when I take it there and I drag that bitch to hell, then it's like, oh, bitch, you evil as fuck, right? And so there's this energy that you're like, you're taking these bitches to hell. You're taking them to the sunken place. That is really what this is like. This is what really people are scared of. They know that like you have this secret formula. You're a mastermind. They want to believe that when you're in the dark, there's nothing happening, but you're really cooking up something for them, and you're going to serve it to them, you know? And there's a hunger that people are seeing in you. Your nature has changed. They're also realizing like you always have a plan. There's no like taking you down. With this trap card, they feel like you trapped them. They feel tricked and trapped. There's genius energy. So like whatever you're doing, people are like, wow. There's a lot of people that are like, you know, when they're talking about you, it's really good energy. Like they're amazed. And then there's also fear. There's people that are afraid of what you're doing. And there's people that are just like really obsessed. there's a hypnotic energy too. Like, I'm also seeing, yes, they're showing me Cardi B with that one picture where it's like, I love checkers, I love swirls, I love like very psychedelic shit. And so like that picture of her where she's wearing the black and white swirls and you just kind of get lost in her body, there's a hypnotic kind of energy to maybe your body, maybe even just yourself and what you're doing. You're captivating people, you know, and the thing is like, you're in a new body, you know. Now I'm hearing like I pop out with the new body like I'm Cardi in this motherfucker. So it's like you're popping out, you're looking different maybe, and also like you're just in a new body. I'm hearing God body. So it's like there's an elevation here, like you're in a God body, meaning that you are one with God, you are one with source. So the T on you is that you're kind of like really elevated, you're like on genius level, creator level. You know, like when Kanye said that he was a genius, he's talking about like he's God manifested. God body is God manifested here on earth. They're connected. They understand that they're a stream of energy of God, right? And so people are really seeing that about you. They feel like you understand things, you know, and also the T is that you've tricked people. You know, you've tricked people. A lot of people are scared. They feel like, you know, the people that are afraid, they feel like you are, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. There's a lot of people that are watching and understand things that, the reason why you're on this mission, why you want revenge, you're out for blood, you're about to take them down, you're about to kill them or whatever, like unalive them. Sorry. But it's like they understand. There's people that are like, okay, I'm going to sit back and watch this. Like, you know, they're interested, they're happy, they support you in what you're doing, right? And there's other people that are extremely scared, you know? And so there's this energy of you just kind of being a part of this like society, right? Like you're in on with something, like you have more knowledge, you understand something. That's what the T is on you. I do want to pull some tarot cards though, but I'm going off on these I'm going off on these. Yeah, these people are scared though. There's, you know, particularly the T on you is that you kind of like really took someone's head. You know how like in Cardi B's song, she's like, I want their heads. Like the T is like you kind of like beheaded someone, you know, so someone's kind of losing their minds. They're losing their minds. Yeah, the T is that someone that came against you, someone that, you know, came against you, maybe tried to destiny swap with you. They weren't able to really fulfill. They're not able to fulfill what your destiny is, what your identity is, you know. And so they're kind of losing their mind, you know. Yeah, your goons are after someone. Someone feels like you sent your guides, your spiritual team after them with this birds card, which is really interesting. So you could be very much into like occult magic. You could be doing protective magic, connecting with your protective guides, doing baneful magic, you know, you could be doing that. But it's just like, yeah, you want revenge. I'm also seeing Dexter. Like I'm seeing Dexter energy. Me and my son just finished Dexter. We saw Dexter. So it's like, you know, Dexter had revenge. He went to go, like, something happened to him, you know, as a child, and he went to go, you know, unalive those people that did that to him. So there's this energy, like you're ready to, like, I don't know, hunt, like you're on the hunt. Okay, so let's see here. What's the T? Let's get a little bit, calm down, Spirit. Let's calm down a little bit. Okay, we got 9 of Wands here. So with the 9 of Wands being here, the T on you is that you have boundaries. You are protecting your path. You're protecting what you have within these boundaries. You're not really, you know, talking to anyone. There's a selective few that you're talking to. You've transmuted this pain, and you're building a new future. You're building a new chapter. You're building a new path with what was. Okay, so that's the T. And then we have the King of Wands. Like, you're just kind of like, there's this energy of you knowing what you want, right? Like, the energy is like, no one can stop you. You're unstoppable. No one can stop what you want to do. There's this energy like maybe people tried to stop you physically, tried to interfere emotionally, tried to get in your head mentally, tried to like fuck with your money or your stability or like your relationships or whatever to stop you from getting to the point where you are. Okay, so the people that are talking about you, they're just like, you know, the tea on you is that nothing could stop you. Nothing can stop you. You've transmuted everything that, you know, and you're ready to build something new. You're future focused. Okay, let's get some more energy. What's the tea on you? Oh, look, protected. Protected. You're protected. The tea on you is that you are protected. People can't get to you, and it's complete chaos outside of the boundaries. You know, and you have no desire to step outside into the chaos. Okay? But you're being blamed for the chaos, which is interesting. Okay? Which is really interesting. You need me. I don't need you. So the tea on you is that they needed you. You did not need them. The truth is that it's very evident and clear that you don't need them. You don't need them. You don't need that man. You don't need that friend. You don't need that family member. You don't need that coworker or place. Okay? Public. You're going public. You're being seen. You know, the tea on you is that you're out. The cat's out of the bag is what I'm also hearing too. So you could have revealed something, or somebody is now just realizing something. Like the cat's out of the bag. You know? What is this? Something fell on the ground. What does it say? We've been making many people upset. We've been making many people upset. So you're making people upset. The tea is that people are upset now. Okay? They're really upset. I'm hearing, is that like, I'm really upset. I'm hearing I'm really upset. I don't know where that's from, but somebody is really upset. You're making many people upset here. Okay, the tea on you is that you've reflected enough. You have reflected enough. Okay, it says on to bigger things. The tea on you is that you're on to bigger and better things. Okay, and they really can't stop you from going to the bigger and better things. You're very protected. You don't need them. You know, you really don't care if they're upset, if they're offended. You don't care about that. Because there's something about being wronged with the wicked witch of the West. You feel like you've been done wrong and you're out. You're on a mission. You're in flight. Okay, so that's really, really interesting. Let's see what else is here. Here's your chance. This is it. So you took a chance, and there's something about like taking a chance here. You know, you're taking chances, you're taking risks. And it's really making people afraid, because I feel like people thought, because I felt like, you know, I saw a dark room. I feel like, you know, people feel like if you're like in a dark room, like they don't like, they want to believe that you're going to stay in the dark room, or you're going to stay, you know, everybody has these phases of like rest and go, right? Everybody has these all these phases of dark and light. And when you're in the dark, they really hope that you would stay in the dark. But you actually know what to do with the dark. You actually know what to do when you're in the dark. You cry, you're upset, but you don't just sit in that. There's a lot of mastermind alchemization going on. So they would like to hope that you would have never came out of whatever this is. But they're scared because it's almost like someone tried to break your spirit. The tea on you is that someone tried to break your spirit. You have so many people behind you. You have so many people behind you in the physical, your ancestors, and also just like guides, mentors, spirits that you fuck with. Like you have so much support. you know? And so when people look at you and you're like in this elevated spirit, you're in this new body, right? You have this new energy about you. People fear it. The people that didn't want to see you go on to bigger and better things, which is interesting. It says, I'm not afraid to finally say it with my chest. Okay, so the T is that you finally said what was on your chest. You're not afraid to say the things that you're saying. You're not afraid to do the things that you're doing right now. And you might have felt stunted, or you were, you know, figuring out things. You know, the 9 of Wands is a wounded warrior. They heal themselves so that they can reach the 10, you know. And so you have every reason to have boundaries and to have strict, like run a strict show. You know, it feels like you run a strict show. That's the T, right? We have the throat. And so this is my throat chakra. You're talking, you're speaking, and it feels healthy. It feels energetic. It feels, you know, like Cardi B, her album, she really just put it all out there. And so when you speak about your pain, you speak about your betrayal, you speak about like your feelings, your raw emotions. Yeah, toxic family. It could have had some type of toxic family, toxic friend group kind of energy going on, turning to God. Like, God is also in the dark. God is everything. That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. When they hear dark, they think evil. And the thing is that God is everything. God created every single thing. And so God is the darkness. And when you were in the dark, God was there. God was talking to you. God has always talked to you. So, you know, there's this energy of you really being connected, right, to your spiritual team. And that's the T on you. Okay, if it's up, then it's stuck. That's what the T is. It's up for you. And when they look at you and they see you and you're out into the shine, you're shining now, you've alchemized all your pain, like Cardi B's album. Like, that's why it's so successful, because it was so raw, you know? It's so raw. She's really she's making songs I feel like she's never really made before, you know? And so like, it's up for you. People know it's up, and it's stuck. Okay. The thing is, the T on you is that you have gratitude. Don't fuck with a bitch that has gratitude. You can't really fuck with a bitch that has gratitude. All right. Number 1. So that's the T on you, is that you're on a mission. You know where you're going. No one can really stop you. You have drive. You have passion. You have vision. And you know how to create it. There's a mastermind, master formula, you know, and it's taking people's heads off, you know, and there's nothing really that they can do about you. They're getting attacked. They're getting attacked. And some of you guys didn't really even have to lift a finger, because you're so protected and you're on a mission, you know, and a part of your mission is to be doing whatever you're doing, even if it is to like, hey, I'm coming for everything that was fucking stolen from me. I'm coming for everything that was stolen from me and more. You know, and so that's the T on you. That's what people are talking about. This is all true. They're scared. I didn't really feel any kind of like negative energy. The only negative energy is that people are afraid. But a lot of people are like, I'm about to sit back. I'm glad. Number 1 came out the dark. They're back. There's this energy like they're back, you know, and it's really in the energy that you're holding. And there's a lot of people that support you. Okay, so don't think that you're alone. All right, number 1, that concludes your reading with the T on you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. All right, reading number 2. Welcome. Let's dive in to your reading. Ooh, let's find out what's the T on you. Okay. Where is it? Hold on, guys. I'll just use some oil. Okay. So, let me look at your picture while I put some oil on my hands. So, you picked this baddie with the axe, and clearly she's hacking away, and it's a beautiful mess. That's what I want to say. It's just like a beautiful mess. So the T on you is I just feel like there's this energy of, I think there was something really difficult. There could be something that you are handling that's really difficult right now. Could be anything. It could be work. But it feels like it's a mess. It feels like you have to clean it up, right? There's something that you are currently doing right now, but you're doing it with grace. You're doing it beautifully, you know? There's this energy of like you just hacking away at things that were dead. So the T on you is like you're killing things that have already was like dead. Like if you think of a zombie, because girl's like walking through a city full of zombies, and she has an axe. Clearly this is her weapon. She's protecting herself, you know, and she looks just so glammed up. She's in this mini dress. She has blood on her, but like it's looking like blush. It's looking like a glow, you know, and it's like, okay, so there's this energy of you kind of realizing, the T on you is that you have realized that maybe you've been entertaining something that was dead, maybe many different things that have came to an end. You know, you were entertaining things that were dead. So I feel like these could be relationships. These could be relationships. These could be career situations. Okay. But you were entertaining something that was dead. You know, this could have been like a business, that you didn't want to let go of. This could have been a relationship, a situationship, you know, someone has been fucking with their ex for way too long and it's dead, you know? And so there's this energy of you just coming through and just finally deading everything, you know? So, and it's a beautiful thing. There's a beautiful energy, you know, and I don't know why I'm seeing The Walking Dead. I'm seeing The Walking Dead. And I'm seeing like that one, wow. There's something could have hurt somebody that you loved. Something, maybe a job or a person hurt like a person that you loved, whether it's your children, your mother, your father. It could have been something, but there was something else that got affected through you. And I'm seeing The Walking Dead where Carl gets pow-powed, right? And we all think Carl's gonna die, right? He's gonna be unalived. And Rick rushes him to the doctor there, right? For her to like save him. And then their little village, the little like community is getting ran with the dead, right? So the dead represents like this thing in your life that you've spent too much time with. You know, you were entertaining this, and while you were entertaining it, you could have felt like you should have been protecting something. You should have stepped away. You should have, like, you know, maybe not been doing what you were doing, you know. And in the midst, there's people that got hurt, and it's not necessarily your fault that there's dead things walking around, you know. But I see you mad, like, because I'm seeing like Rick go out and he's just slashing up. He just goes on like a killing spree, you know, killing all the zombies, while he doesn't know if his child is going to be okay, right? And so I see that like you're upset that something affected your children, something affected someone that you loved that didn't really deserve this, right? And so you're just deading it all. You're over it. Like, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm hearing it's like a beautiful thing. It's like you're ready to do this. It's like it's releasing energy. There's something to that, okay? Because ultimately what they were doing, like they built this. And I think during that time, I think like either Negan was breaking into the community or something. They had to go get the weapons. They had to go get weapons, and they were traveling with the dead around them and stuff. And that's how it got, something happened with him, right? And so, what I'm feeling though, it's like that's why you were building what you were building. It was for your children. That's why you were going to work every day. It was for your children or for somebody, for your family is really what I'm feeling. You know, even if it's for your mother, if it's for your, like, you know, your sister, you know, like what you were doing was for the future. It wasn't to be cool. It wasn't to, you know, it was so that you could be safe. Not just you, but other people that, you know, that you have to look after. So there's a lot of anger, like, you know, with having to build something and it being like taken down. So that's the T, is that you're ready to just dead it all. You know, you're ready to dead it all. And it's a beautiful thing. It was dead, you know, and that's the thing that you're realizing, you know, with the Walking Dead people. I don't know why I'm going off on a tangent with just the picture, but the T on you is that, like, you were really holding on to something that had already been dead for a really long time. You know, you might have been getting the, you know, the message to stop what you were doing, like to find another job, to leave this person. You know, you were getting a lot of messages and maybe you weren't like really listening and following through with action, right? Yeah, you know, and so it's just like, it's a beautiful thing that it's finally, you've accepted they're dead. Let me go and just, you know, yeah, okay, so let's see here. Let me do another one because that came out for number 2. I want to get all new cards for it. Okay. Ooh, King Kong. Yes, King Kong. King Kong. Yes, King Kong. I'm hearing Nicki Minaj. I'm hearing about Nicki Minaj where she's like, King Kong? Yes, Miss King Kong. Okay. So the T on you is that there was an obsession. Look, this is the dead too. This is the dead too. So it's like there was an obsession here. And that's the T, that people could have gotten obsessed. People are noticing that somebody was obsessed with you. You could have been obsessed with something, but you know, you are destroying it all. Like King Kong, like I feel like this is you, because I'm hearing Nicki Minaj like, King Kong, yes, Miss King Kong. Like, I'm Miss King Kong, about to fuck shit up. And people are watching you do this. Like, people are watching you like destroy something that was built. But I feel like it was dead. It was something that caused harm. It was causing harm to you, causing harm to people that you have to take care of. And like, again, there's ballerinas here. Like, there's something being done like very gracefully. It's very beautifully done. It's like, it's almost like it's a beautiful ending. Maybe that's how you feel. And other people that are seeing this happen, the T on you is that you've destroyed something. Okay. And you're like this monster. You know, you're like this big monster. Like, you just don't, like, you're kind of like in this primal energy. Like when Rick went out there to just kill, and then he had a bunch of people go after him. They were so sad. Everyone thought Carl was about to, like, you know, pass away. And, you know, their community is just being like taken down by the dead. Because I think Negan let them in or something. Something happened. The wolves or something. Something was happening. I can't remember. But Rick just went out and like everybody just followed after him. You know, everybody just followed after him to go and hack away all it. So you have people that are like, yeah, let's just, I'm not doing this no more. Like, let's just freaking dead this shit. Like, you know, and so there's an obsession. I also feel like I'm seeing the Grim Reaper, Santa Muerte, maybe. So that could be relevant. But forbidden. I feel like the T on you is that there's this energy that's forbidden now. Like, it's forbidden. Like, I don't know. It almost feels like, I don't know, what am I seeing? I'm hearing someone say, okay, I watched this really crazy movie and I'm just like, they're showing me as a reference. So there could be like a name, Like, you won't speak this person's name. You're not talking to this person. You're not like giving clout. You're not like, because you're being watched and you're like this wonder. Like, you're like a wonder, right? With the King Kong, Miss King Kong, you're like a wonder. So like, there's this energy of like forbidden, you know, like it's forbidden to speak about this. You know, you could be speaking about it. That could be that, like you're speaking upon forbidden stuff, you're doing forbidden things, but it really feels like you can't say that name, because I think this is Candyman, right? And they're like, don't say Candyman's name, like, right? And so I feel like you're not saying something. You refuse to even acknowledge this person or this establishment or like what they did or whatever. Like, you're just not even saying it. Like, you know, I'm seeing a bunch of characters, like when they say someone that, you know how some people can't, like, they don't even want to say the name when somebody, like when someone passes away, right? We have mask and we have face. Somebody doesn't want to face you. The tea on you is that, you know, this is hard for someone to face. You destroying something, you like just walking out, just ending everything. It's hard to face the reality. Okay. But this is like, okay, so this is like, okay, clearly Jason right here. And so it feels like someone's putting on a mask. There's two masks, because this lady is putting on somebody else's face. Okay, there's doves, there's like, yeah, there could have been somebody that was wearing a mask. You know, they're being revealed though, because like, I feel like they're being revealed. They're being revealed for who they are. Yeah, but they're masked. I feel like also there's somebody seeing a different side of you, you know? There's a lot of rage. There's a lot of like, fuck it. Blow this shit up. Like, that's what I'm feeling. And it's really quite interesting. Like, this is really weird. I'm seeing this one prank show called Prank Encounters. Let me get my tarot, because I'm about to pull some tarot. I'm seeing this prank encounters of this the doctor episode where it's like a prank, right? But the people that are being pranked, they don't know that they're being pranked. Go watch Prank Encounters on Netflix. It's a really good show. It's one of my son's favorite. We always watch it occasionally. And there's like this plastic surgery doctor. And the lady goes there because she's supposed to be like the person that's getting pranked. She's supposed to help the doctor take care of his wife. He's a plastic surgeon, and he's like, her name is Teresa, right? But I'm going to step out. Please just take care of her. She's healing from, you know, surgery. She wanted to like get some work done. I did it for her, for my wife, you know. And so he goes out, and there's like this whole thing of like, the girl not being who she really was. Like, he kidnapped a person, and his dead wife, right? He tried to make the lady look like his dead wife. So what this is making me feel is like the tea on you is that I feel like you're the original. You're the original, right? With this. And there's somebody trying to put a mask on, either trying to be like you or hide their true character, right? Because in this prank, it was like the girl woke up and she was like, I'm not Teresa, help me, this man took me. You know, that was the prank, right? And so the girl was like, oh my God, you know, she had to call the police. It was really funny and crazy, right? And so she's like, he kidnapped me, he did plastic surgery on me. And like, so there's this energy of like, the tea on you is that, well, I'm getting like a message that somebody might, because the energy, I feel like when people are talking about this and they're gossiping about what's going on, it's like, wow, oh my God, this is unbelievable. I didn't think, you know, Miss King Kong was going to do this. I didn't think, you know, this was going to happen. You know, there's a lot of like shock is what I'm feeling, right? There's a lot of shock. And so there's this energy of you being like an original. There's somebody waking up and realizing that like They can't sustain what you built, or they can't sustain who you are, right? Or what, you know, because there's an energy of like possibly destroying like a relationship. So like without you, it feels like this person can't sustain themselves. They can't sustain their life. You could have been really like a strong factor, a foundation to this person, or to this workplace, to this establishment, to this partnership of some sort, right? And so there's this energy of like you being talked about, like, I'm getting a message of like somebody revealing themselves and possibly like waking up, like almost like waking up and realizing something, like, you know, but there's this energy of feeling like it was out of their control. So I feel, but that doesn't feel authentic. I want to be completely honest. The T on you is that when people are talking about you and gossiping on you, it's almost like, well, I didn't have control. I didn't like, I really didn't know what was going on. It feels like a victim. It feels like a victim mentality. So I don't know what that is, but it feels like somebody might come to you and try to stop. The T is that we got to stop. I got to stop number 2 from doing this. I need to stop them from ending this because I can't live without them. I got to stop number 2 from doing what they're doing because I can't sustain this. I can't uphold this. I'm not really them. I can't do what they did. So I need to, and I don't want it to be destroyed. I don't want it to die. I don't want this relationship to die. I don't want number 2 to leave. Okay. And it's almost like you don't have a choice. That's what people are, you know, there's, yeah, 5 of Pentacles, Magician. There's an energy like, okay, so creation, they're showing me creation. The T on you is that like with creation comes destruction. So the T on you is that you're destroying something so that you can rebuild. You know, like in The Walking Dead, they're always like rebuilding their community. They have to, right? Because there's always destruction. That's a part of life. There's always creation and destruction. Okay, so the T on you is that you're destroying something, you're ending something, you're leaving something to go off and to create new, something new, to rebuild, you know, but right now you're just going ballistic. Okay, and it's been revealed, like there's an energy of like the T on you is that you're not coming back. The T on you is that this is really over for you. You won't break my soul too. It's almost like when Rick went out there, he was just like, I can't let this break me. I gotta go fuck shit up right now. I gotta go fucking kill these zombies that like took down my, you know, well, he didn't get taken down by the zombie then, but he got, you know, pow-powed. And so, you know, he was just like, you won't break my soul. I can't let this break me. I gotta go fight. I gotta like, and it was almost like he was transmuting energy, right? He was just like, fuck this shit, you know, like just killing all the zombies out there. And so you're doing this and it's like, you know, that's the common theme. I was just like telling my man, like, I hate watching zombies because we were watching The Last of Us. We started watching The Last of Us. And I was just like, I hate it because the communities always get ran over. And it's just like, I just want to see them live in peace, you know? I just want to see them live in peace. And I think that's what you just really want. You just want peace. But you can't do it with these decaying people around you, or this dead-end job, or this like dead-end relationship, you know, like you can't do it. So you got to go out there and just, you know, blow shit up. And so, yeah, there's this strong obsession. Someone's obsessed with you, but you're not letting them break your soul. You're not letting this break your soul. It's been revealed that you are really done because you're in, I feel like with this Magician energy, you have the key is what I want to say. I'm seeing Ilegua. Okay, so you have the key, you have access to roads, you know, you have access to the gates that you need to go to. But with the Magician, it's like they have all the resources. So the T on you is you are the full package. You have everything, you know, and you can rebuild again. You can rebuild something new with someone else. You can rebuild your life again. You can. You have all the resources. You know, that's the tea on you. That you abandon something so that you can rebuild in peace. Stronger. You know, every time in The Walking Dead or in the I was like, dang, in the last of us, they really were set up. Season 2, when you really get to see Jackson Town, like they are really like secured. So we thought, right? But some of the dead got in. And so it's always that common theme of like rebuilding. So the tea on you is like you're rebuilding something, but a part of that rebuilding is completely destroying something down, you know? And so you're in that mist, but people are kind of like shocked that you're willing to rebuild. Like you with the hangman here, it's like there is this like energy of you being illuminated, that you are the magician, you are the original, you are the full package, you have everything that you can rebuild again, something stronger, something more in alignment with yourself. You know, they tried to play me, but I shitted on them first. So that could be like to this, like the reason why you wanted to destroy this and you are destroying it is because these people tried to play you. They played in your face, whether it be a relationship or a work situation. These people played with you. Okay. But you shitted on them first and they're really shocked by that. We have skilled. The tea on you is that you're skilled. The tea on you is that you're pure. Rebirth. You're rebirthing. There's a rebirth happening. You know, there's a rebirth phase here. And what I'm hearing is like, there's a lot of pain going on right now. People are talking about that you're hurt. And that's okay. You could be hurt. You could be upset. You could be like just primal fucking shit up right now. But that's a part of the pain. You know, like when we give birth to children and the children go through our birth canal, they experience pain too coming through us. You know, they develop or they experience a certain type of trauma when they go through the birth. It's not just us having this trauma, you know, giving birth to a child, having the pain and everything, but the children, like, it's actually trauma that sets them up for the future. You know, going down the birth canal, being squeezed out of the birth canal, it's kind of traumatic, you know, but it is something that shapes them to evolve and be strong in the future. You know, they always say like kids that are born C-section are a little bit more like emotionally, like they need more emotion because they didn't go through the birth canal. And so even with that, there could have been something that you felt like the tea on you is that something was ripped from you. You weren't able to like really exit smoothly, right? So somebody could have like, this job could have just like let you go. Something could have happened that was like wronged. And so you feel kind of like, just take it out, like, you know, out of that space, that creation space, whatever that was. Like somebody could have ghosted you. Someone could have just like abruptly, broke up with you, hurt you, cheated on you, something like that. Right. And so you are using that energy of saying like, they played in my face, they hurt me, and you're dealing with that trauma right now. And I think you're dealing with it in the best way. We ain't twinning, we ain't fraternal or identical. When I'm around, you know, you become invisible. So there is an energy of someone trying to be like you, but it's delusional. You know, it's delusional. You guys are not twins at all. Not fraternal, not identical. Okay, and when you're around, you're the full fucking package. Okay, so that is what includes your tea on you, number 2. The tea on you is that you're fucking shit up right now. You know, you're not letting it break your soul. You're in a destruction kind of phase. But it's because they played in your face and you're shitting on them right now. You're becoming pure. You know, you're going to take your skills somewhere else. You're going to take all of your greatness as a lover, as a friend, as a family member, as a business partner, as a employee. Okay. And you're going to take it somewhere else. And there's no stopping you. You know, there's no stopping you. Because there's this energy of like if you and this person was in, and this is probably why they've shitted on you, you know, or tried to play you, is because when you're around them, they are invisible. At least they feel invisible. So there's some type of betrayal here. But that's the tea on you, number 2. Okay. Let me know how you feel about it. I know, like, if you're doubting, like, should I be in this phase? Yes, go ahead. It's purifying you. You know, we gotta get the sick away. We gotta clear the infected. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hearing. So keep going. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. All right. Hello, number 3. Welcome. Let's dive into your reading. Let's find out what's the tea on you. These have been kind of like heavy. So, you know, I'm here for it. Okay. I'm here for all the energies. So last 2 was heavy, but I don't really feel that for you. Now I'm feeling like I'm not really feeling that for you. Okay. With your picture that you chose the Sleeping Beauty. I don't feel like you are losing a week. Somebody's losing a week of sleep over whatever is happening, but you're not. You're sleeping just fine. You know, you're sleeping just fine. You're not losing sleep over whatever is happening. I'm hearing you're just at peace. You're resting. The tea on you is that you're resting. You're at peace. You're asleep. You could be sleeping on someone. Someone could be like, oh, they're sleeping on me. They're sleeping on this, you know. I feel like the tea on you is that you're just at peace. You're calm. You know, that's what I'm feeling. Let's get some cards. That's all I'm really feeling with this picture. I feel like you're not losing a wink of sleep. You know, this could also be very like symbolic for your energy as well. Like you're not losing your, and she looks really beautiful sleeping. So like you're not losing energy. You're looking beautiful. You're looking well rested. You're looking like the tea on you is that you've been good. You're sleeping good. You're not disturbed or upset. But let's just see what the tea is. Okay, let's get some cards here. Water. Book. Okay, so ooh, let me in. You see that? Ooh. Ew, let me in. It says, let me in. No. Okay, so with the water card, this is like the creature from the Blue Lagoon. So there's this energy of you just being very beautiful, right? Your name could be Rita. Somebody could be named Rita. Okay, now I'm seeing Dexter. Rita. But I feel like there's a person that is protecting you. The tea on you is that you have someone who is protecting you. Someone that people are scared of. Someone that, you know, this could be a family member. This could be your man, your spouse, your partner, you know, your woman, whatever it is. So I'm seeing that. Okay. So I do feel like the tea on you is that like you're very protected. You could live a very soft life. There's also this energy of like, there's this energy of you kind of having to like go deep. Like you're kind of in emotion. You're like in love, I feel like, with this person. The tea is that you're in love with this person. And they love you too. They're in love with you too. And they show their love with like protecting you. And like his hand is like over her head. So it just feels like, I don't know why I'm hearing. Every time I see hands on a head, I feel like mounted. Like someone's mounting your crown, you know. Something's on your mind. I'm hearing mind control. So people could feel like whoever you're with is controlling you, you know, controlling your decisions, controlling the way that you think, you know. Definitely the truth in that is that the person that you're with or that is supporting you, whether that be a family member or like a lover or like a friend or whoever, a mentor or whatever, this person is like, they care about you. So they are influencing you in a way, but it's an influence that you trust. And so, but there is an energy of like, you know, people saying that, okay, that you're doing certain things because this person might protect you, take care of you, you know. So we have this, let me in. The T is that, you know, you are like, somebody wants to come into your house. Maybe somebody wants to be a part of your story, because we have book here, and it's just like the T is like, you are protecting yourself, you're protecting your relationship. It could be like an ex coming around. The T is that somebody wants to come in, somebody wants, and this just looks like, you know, some kind of like chaotic energy, disturbing energy, you know, demanding and entitled energy. And no, you're just completely put off and disturbed and just so far removed from letting this person or letting this energy back in your life, okay? Because this could be an ex, this could be like a family member, a friend. So the T is that you won't let them in your life. You won't let them be a part of your story, because you're building something else. I feel like you're going deep. What I wanted to say is like, you're going deep to undiscovered realms, you know, and it's an emotional realm, you know, it's an emotional realm. Okay, so let me see here. We have egg. Okay, yeah, okay, this is alien. Okay, so you could be a mother. The T on you is that you're very protective over your children. The T on you is that you're protected over something that you are growing, okay? Also, the T on you is that you're like the perfect predator. You know, because with alien, they're trying to create the perfect specimen, right? In the end, I believe that Ripley in Alien, in the Alien series, she's the perfect specimen, you know, because eventually she's part of this, you know, part of this creature, the alien creature. But the T on you is that, you know, there's this energy too of like you kind of protecting what you're building with this person, protecting your story, protecting your next chapter. The T on you is that you're protected too from predator energy. You're protected from predator energy because eventually, with Ripley, the alien, because she had that alien blood, she was like a hybrid. She was like the perfect specimen at the end of the movie. Like, the alien was not fucking with her. You know? The xenomorph was not messing with her because they could smell. She didn't smell like human. She didn't smell human. So the T on you is that you could be like not human. We also have this protector here too. So like you are protected. You know, I feel like Ripley has just like made it through time. Ooh, what are these? Let me see. I see some cards. Okay. Lithe. The T on you is like, you could be, the T on you is that you're not falling for the manipulation. You're not falling for the lies. You know, you're able to see through things. You're able to kind of see through it. That's the T. Okay, we have Bates Hotel, shock. So there could have been a lie. The T on you is that like you just don't believe somebody's lies. You're just, you know, you're not living a lie. You're not wanting to live a lie. You're kind of protected. You're kind of like transformed too. Like you're like this perfect specimen. You're able to like, you're changed. You're changed. You know, I feel like people are saying that you're changed, you know, and there's like this, I feel like you live a very calm life, but there's this energy.
there is this energy of possibly like other things after you, you know, like even like maybe this, I feel like there could be things kind of like trying to come into your life, you know, trying to like come and be in your story, and you can just kind of see through the bullshit, right? They have a lot to say, possibly about why you're so like living this very calm, safe life. We have cat. Okay. There's this alluring energy. The T on you is that you're very alluring. Okay. And, it feels like people have to come towards you. Somebody really wants to come towards you. They feel like you're attracting them into your life. You know, I do feel like, you feel haunted by this energy. There is an energy of feeling like this person is kind of like delusional. You don't want to have anything to do with them. And there could be all these things that maybe this person possibly said to you, is saying to you, but you can just see through it. You can see through the manipulation. Like, you know, even when they say things like maybe, you know, maybe this person or these people are saying that and gossiping. And I feel like some of these people are actually saying it to you, that this person is controlling you, your lover is controlling you, or these people that are around you is controlling you. But in fact, that's just manipulation too. So a lot of people are talking about certain things, but it's like twisting the truth. You know, they're gossiping about you, but they're twisting truth. So it is like truth mixed, but the way they're saying it, I feel like makes it look like something that it's not. But you're the one that can take off the glasses and see it for what it is. You know, there's a lot of lies, you know. I think a lot of people are shocked that you're unbothered. I feel like you're really unbothered. You're not bothered by this. You're not bothered. Okay. You're at peace. You're living soft. You are calm, you know, and people just want to understand why. I don't understand, you know. Okay, let's see here. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like the T on you is that you're taking your time. It's not that you're not doing anything. Like, I wanted to say that you were resting, but it's like, it's not that you are asleep or you're not active. You're just taking your time. Like the Knight of Pentacles, you could be working on something big. You could be working on something really important to yourself. This could be like you putting in work on your life, putting on work on your life in a very physical way. So it could be your health, it could be your finances, but you're really taking your time because you want it to be done correctly. So you're coming off as a hard worker. People are saying these kinds of things, like, you know, that you like you're taking your time on something, you know, and it's showing. There's results that are showing. So also with your relationship, it's like maybe people are beginning to see like through the manipulation or through the, what do I want to say? It's like the gossip, you know, people can say things that are not like that's true, but the way they say it, it just comes off like it's something else. That's what I'm feeling here. But the T on you is that you took some time to get away from the chaos, to get away from a person that was kind of delusional and chaotic in your life. And you're with somebody. Someone took you away, you know, someone took you away. And while you were away, you were able to develop like this perspective where you could see through bullshit. You could see through like, why did I feel this way? Why did I let this person into my life? Why, you know, like even at the end with Ripley, with the alien, I think it was Alien 3, I think. She was like down there. She was like down there, right? She had a baby, I think. And she was down there with the mother, right? And she ended up having the baby, right? She ended up having the baby, where the baby hatched and came out and it looked crazy. But the child wanted to like, you know, the child wanted to eat her, wanted to like, you know. So it's just like, there's this energy of feeling like, why would you want this person around you? Why would you want this energy around you? So the T on you is that you're keeping a distance. The T on you is that, like, you know, even if it's shocking, you're not trying to be haunted by things. You're tired of letting these toxic people come into your life. And they can be delusional. They could feel like you are not done with them, that you are wanting to invite them, wanting to attract them, but really you're just really trying to get away from them, okay? Exactly, bitches, slow, so I give them a pass. I feel like there is this energy of someone it's not clocking to you, you know? It's not clocking to you that I'm a father. It's not clocking to you that I'm a mother. Justin Bieber, like, it's not clocking to you like I'm a human being. Like, there's this person, I'm particularly talking this too, okay? But this right here, this crazy thing that's like, let me in, you know, wanting to come in, they don't see you as a human, you know? So it's like bitches are really slow around you. When it comes to you, they get slow for some reason, you know? I don't know. Maybe you're a people pleaser. Maybe you've done a lot for these people that they didn't really fucking deserve. I don't know. But they'll never take my power. You kind of really see it. You see how your power was being taken from you with the lies, with the manipulation, the fakeness, you know, this, you know, all of that. And so it's like these bitches are slow. Like, you're going to give them a pass, you know? But I also, like, you're just unbothered. You're just like, okay, whatever, I'll give them a pass because they're really fucking slow. Like, I'm not trying to call you back into my life. I want peace. I want to be left alone. You're never coming back into my life. Like, it's not clocking to you, is it? So it's like you could have like really held somebody accountable, told them, like read them to filth, really clocked them, you know, and it's still not getting to them. It's not clicking to them, you know, it's not clicking. I said what I said. I said what I said. Like, you know, reread it, re-listen to the voicemail. I said what I said, you know, and you're really acting slow here. So there's an energy of like possibly like someone not getting something. That's the T on you. Somebody's not getting it. Cardi this, Cardi that, make me more famous. So you're not really caring about the gossip. You don't care. Like the T on you is that you don't care what they say about your relationship. You don't care what they say about your character. You don't care if they say like, oh, this person wants drama. They really want me. They want to be back with me. Like now I'm seeing Offset where he's like, oh, she'll be back. Da, da, da. Like you're just not caring about it, you know? Like you don't care what they have to say. Like Offset was saying that Cardi B don't know how to cook and she don't know how to do this. She's just like, okay, sign the divorce papers, you know? Get me out of this contract, okay? I'm such a bad person. I don't know how to cook. I'm this, I'm that. Okay, I don't care. So it's like you don't really care. You really don't care, you know? That's the T on you. You don't care anymore. And these people can be delusional and try to play, but they're there alone. They're there alone with their delusions, okay? Throat blocked. They're, you know, this feels, with the throat block, I don't feel like it's necessarily a throat block. I feel like you're choosing, like not everything has to be addressed. The T is that you're not addressing certain things. But to you, you're like, I already addressed it. I said what I said. I'm not going to overexert my throat chakra. I'm not going to just keep going around in circles and clocking you and telling you what it is and you not even hold yourself accountable and say things that are irrelevant. Like, that's what I feel. Your throat, like you're just blocking your throat when it comes to this delusional person, the T. That's what the T for you, okay? Twisting truth. Look, twisting truth. Somebody, clock ticking. Okay, like somebody, the time is off. It's over. It's ran out. And some people think it's not over. Some of these people don't think it's over. And they're twisting truth, thinking that that's gonna like keep this alive or change the way you think or see things. And that's just so far from the truth, you know? So far from the truth. You don't care. Stack my money, fast and go. Fast like a Lambo. Okay, the T is that you're stacking money. The T is that you're stacking money. Merkaba active. The T is that you're on your way to a new timeline. You're in a new timeline. You're in a new life. Clock is ticking. It's already done. The clock went out. You know, that's what I'm feeling. Okay. You're with your soulmate. The T is that you're with your soulmate. Sag energy. And then it says here, fuck with me while you still can. Okay. But I just feel like that has ran out. The T is that they can't anymore. Sagittarius, you're moving on. You're traveling off away. You've kind of leveled up. You have a deeper understanding here, like on a spiritual level of what this was, you know, and you're moving. You're moving on, you know. You could be getting a new car. You know, you're stacking your money fast. You're off, peaceful, at peace. You're calm. All of this doesn't even trigger you that much. It's just like, yeah, I really don't care what they say. Once you get like, because I feel like you've lost respect. The T is that you've lost respect for these people or this person or this, you know, the people that are involved in the situation. You've lost respect. So you don't really care. Like, I have to actually care and respect you for you to trigger me and like for me to take your lies or your twist of truth. Like, seriously, I don't care. You're not somebody that I like. You're not someone that I respect. Like, you actually scared the shit out of me. So I don't really care what the fuck you have to say about me. That's the T on you. That's how you're feeling. And that's what people are beginning to see and know. Okay. Number 3. I love this because it doesn't feel like you're aggravated. You're very calm. You know, you're just focused on your money. You're focused on your love life. You're focused on protecting yourself. And that's the T on you. Okay, so there you go. I will see you guys in the next reading. Peace.